Good morning. My name is Bob Purdon, again, a longtime trainer who spent 5 years as a salesperson, as a sales manager, and traveled quite a bit through the continent, U.S. continent, American continent, Panama, and other countries. Doing what? Training, observing, consulting in the retail automotive profession. After spending a lot of time making all the mistakes, but then finally realizing what was going on in the business, I finally determined that the business has evolved to be much more complicated than it really is, and everybody was trying to find the magic wand to success. But I'd like to give you an example of what can happen and what does happen in the real world. I'm just coming out of a, let's say, positive training session, positive sales meeting, no matter what it is. I'm standing on the showroom floor, and I'm going to meet the first customer. Hi, how are you? Good, we're okay, but we're just looking. Next customer. Hi, how are you? After waiting all day. Fine, but we just like a brochure. Hi, how are you? What can I do for you? Oh, we're shopping. Ugh. Just dropped by, did you? Go ahead, take a peek. Hi, how are you? Okay, but my wife's at the mall, so I thought I'd drop over and take a peek. Oh. Hi, how are you? I'm okay, but I'm waiting for the new models. Do you know when they're going to be out? Hi, how are you? What can we do for you? Well, I'm looking for my son for another automobile. Hi, how are you? What can I do for you? Next customer. Well, actually, we're comparing the different brands. Okay. Next customer. Hi, how are you? I'm okay, but we don't have a lot of time. Just want to take a quick peek. Okay. Hi, how are you? Good. But I want to consider having someone see if I can pay my car off because I owe quite a bit of money on it. Okay. What do you owe? Hi, you're looking for Sam Jones? Well, he doesn't work here anymore. Okay. Hi, how are you? I'm okay, but I want to find out what the payments would be. Okay. Hi, how are you? What can I do for you? I'm all right, but I want to know what I can buy it for. Okay. How's my attitude? After that formal, very positive, you can win, you're okay, I'm okay, sales meeting or training session. You can guess, I can guess. What happens? What a world I'm in. When's something going to happen that's good to me? When am I going to find the real buyer? That's what I need to know. When am I going to find the real buyer? Boy, this is a tough job. Then I go talk to the other salespeople who complain about the bogues, the people that can't buy, the just lookers, the shoppers, the people who take their time. Oh, man. What kind of a place am I in here? What I am sharing with everybody this morning is the fact that this is the incoming dialogue that the customers will use in one form or another, categorically, but this is the type of conversation that we have when we meet customers. So everybody's telling me how great it is, even what our process is, but I can't get past first base because I'm meeting all these people that aren't going to buy after waiting all day. Believe me, I know. I'm an expert. This is the real world. And it's ridiculous that it has to be that tough mentally on me or on the staff. These are common statements. I came into the business as a salesperson in '62, and people tell me how the business has changed. Oh, has it? Well, guess what people said to me in '62? Just looking, want a brochure, just drop by. They said exactly the same things. And all I could get when they said that was discouraged, frustrated. If people asked me if someone was available, I'd say, well, let me go find someone, even though I was, because I didn't want to wait on them, because they didn't look right. So what happens is we get brainwashed, I guess, because we are never taught officially on how to handle the customer, who is not our enemy. They are simply trying to do what? Protect themselves when they come into this strange environment. We all know the automobile business does not have the best reputation, so what do? They don't really look forward to it. Would they rather be on the showroom floor with me or in Disneyland? We know that. So who is going to turn this table in our benefit? Well, let's talk about competition. Let's talk about how much competition I really have. Who's going to greet the customer the way I'm taught? By doing what? Welcome to. My name is shaking hands, handing them my business card, and doing what? Writing their name down. We used a selection card. That's right, a selection card. So when I'm pulling this out and asking to please spell your name, because I have difficulty remembering them, I would write it down. And that's what it would say. A selection card. So I am slowing the process down. First of all, by having a very special welcome to greeting. I'm the first one who asks and writes their name down and gives them my business card or cards if there are more than one person in the group. What did I do to the competition? I have none, because I'm an expert. I've shopped. They don't hand the cards. They don't write names down. They don't do it. So I have now eliminated that level of competition already. And if I did it and they had been somewhere and they didn't do it, who looks good now? Me. Who made me look good? The competition. When they give me these objections or statements, it doesn't affect me at all. Because to any one of them, I'm going to say, I understand. It starts somewhere, doesn't it? Because I know that most of these objections are protective conversations for them as they come through the door. So I have to be professional enough not to argue with them or ask them why, but turn to them and say, hey, I understand, folks. It all begins somewhere, doesn't it? So I do what? Deflect that statement because it doesn't mean anything. And I want to give the customer a chance to change their position without embarrassing them or challenging them. So how do I do that? The first thing I say is, I understand. It all begins somewhere, doesn't it? And I didn't pay any attention to what they said. But I am going to pay attention to this statement. What type of vehicle are you looking for? Type. And what basic features do you have in mind? That's what I care about. They're here to see what we have. I want to help them look at it and find it. That's my job. So I have to know that those initial incoming statements are just protective statements. They're not trying to beat on me, they're trying to protect themselves. Then I'm going to do what? First of all, I'm the first one who said, I understand. Anybody else who they've talked to, if they have talked to anybody, has said, well, why do you want a brochure? Why are you shopping? Why did you just drop by? Why don't you go get your wife at the bar and bring her back? Where's your son? You're comparing to what other brands? What do you mean? I don't have a lot of time. Why did you take the time now? What am I doing? I'm confronting them. It's ridiculous. And what are they doing? They're penetrating my brain. That's what they're doing with negatives, and they're catching me. So I don't listen to those incoming statements, but I react to them. I have to, for their benefit, by saying, I understand. Once we identify the model, generally speaking, that they're looking for, I'm not going to say I'd like to. I'm going to take them over to the model. That's what I'm going to do. Lead them, say, follow me, and have them stand in front of the vehicle. Not in it, not around it, in front of it. And I'm going to excuse myself, open the driver's door, and pop the hood to show them what? Something that's very important. The safety features. Folks, this is a vehicle sitting on the showroom floor under air conditioning and lighting and all that. But it's not a couch. This is the last time we look at something like this, right? The next time we're going to do it, we're going to be getting into it and going down the road. So what is critical here? The style is obviously beautiful. We can see that. Do I have to say how good looking it is? I don't. They're looking at it. I want to show you why our dealership considers you getting home at night is so important and how it happens. So I start pointing out the safety features on the automobile, the crush zones, the 5-mile-per-hour bumper, the brakes, side guard beams, all of these features that are hidden on the automobile as far as they're concerned, but I want to make them aware that these are all protective factors that help to ensure that the odds are much better in this type of vehicle to get where you want to go. And how do I know they didn't have an accident? How do I know I'm not hitting a home run already? I don't know where they've been, what they're doing, what's going on. So I have the process. The process was welcome to, card name, write their name, deflect their objections. Next, what type of vehicle? How do you plan on using it? That's right. That's what counts. What features, not equipment, what features do you want? And if they aren't sure, I'm going to sit them down to consult with them a little bit before we walk around. Letting them know it can be very confusing if we don't identify the general direction we want to go in. Then I'm going to take them to the vehicle by saying, follow me, stand in front, and make a safety feature presentation, keeping them basically on the outside of the vehicle as I make this presentation. I'm not eliminating an interior presentation, but I'm not going to formally do it right now. Once we have identified that this could be the model, which I am going to ask as we go through this process, then what am I going to do? I'm going to excuse myself and go pull the vehicle up. The discussions I do not want to get in with the customer during this process of presentation is, what do you want to spend? What do people think? It's none of your business. You don't know me. I don't know you. What do you mean, what do I want to spend? That's my business. What payment do you have in mind? $250 a month. You asked for it, I gave it to you. What did you say? Oh boy. How much do you want to put down? Nothing. So why are you asking those questions? Because they're not going to guide you or me. It has nothing to do with the selection of the automobile at the moment. It's wants and needs and type of model. That's what counts. So if they start asking me financial information, I say, folks, I don't want to gamble with your money, if you don't mind. What I'd like to do is let's identify the specific vehicle that you could be interested in, and then we can be very specific on what the money factors would be. What's my trade worth? Whatever it takes to do business. What are the payments going to be? Whatever it takes to do business. That's my answer until we find the specific vehicle. So I keep moving forward on the selection process. I pull the car up, the demo, pull it up, have them sit in, we go on a demonstration ride, prepared. I know where it's going to go. I know who's going to drive. I am. I know when we stop, we're going to have them change positions. And they're going to the front. I'm going to go to the back so I can sit behind them and between the seats and present the vehicle. That's what I'm going to do. This is not negative. This is what I do for a living. This is how I help customers relax, break that ice, have them get to know that I care about what they want to do. I'm not hung up on the variables. I'm hung up on what specifically the type of vehicle you're looking for. You'll get all the information you can ever use before this is over, believe me. But let's take it the appropriate step at a time. So I'm moving, I know what I'm doing, I'm not wasting time, I'm going from one process to another and get these people moving on the vehicle. So how many times have customers, the competition, how much has the competition competed with me on the safety features? Yeah. How much has the competition handled those objections properly? Yeah. How much has that competition presented the safety features of the automobile? Yeah. How often did they pull the car up and prepare for an interior presentation on the automobile by having it running, setting a natural stage for a demo? Yeah. So I do not have competition overall. And I know I've sent out over 700 shoppers. So I'm not guessing. This is not a test. Everything I do to make sure I stay focused on their wants and needs for an automobile, not financial yet, I'm going to get there. Every time I stay focused on that, I keep them moving in the direction without threatening them, but leading them. I'm not asking if they want to take a look. I'm saying, follow me. Let's take a look. So this is the difference. I don't have competition. Every now and then, there's somebody who does a great job, but not that often. So competition is not my problem. When I say to them, let's sit down now that we've selected a vehicle with my selection card, let's sit down and set the stage so that we can research the price. That's correct, the price that we talked about earlier. As I said, I don't want to gamble with your money. I want to make sure we're doing it correctly. Now, may I ask, as we go through this process of the pricing, do you plan on making payments? Great. Would you mind if I took a customer statement from you so that we could, again, not gamble with the payments also? Because we want to find out for your benefit exactly where you are on the credit scale. So I asked them for a customer statement. I didn't say, I didn't say credit app. I said customer statement. If they do give me the customer statement, what are they saying? What are they indicating? They're serious about this. So I don't have to ask them if they're a buyer today. I can see by their reactions from the demo ride and everything else. Now, I'm going to research the price. What are they going to do while I'm going to research the price? Well, I just happen to have my Why Buy Here binder. That's correct. I have pictures of my deliveries in this binder. So I want them to know exactly that I'm not the only person here selling the first automobile necessarily. That I have a lot of people I do business with. And most of the business is coming from the local environment anyway. Do you think the odds are that they may know someone who's in this binder? Of course. I may also have articles in this binder that shows the benefits of this automobile as far as the automotive industry is concerned. I may have a factor in the binder about what clubs we support, our service benefits, hours, all of these benefits that we actually are working with. I want them to be able to know that we are documenting this for them and that they can relax when it comes down to value of doing business here. Value on the car, I've already shown you that, but I want to show you value of doing business here. So it's called a Why Buy Here binder is actually what it's called. So I'm prepared to support why I'm here and what I do for them. How much competition do I have in that area? Thank you. So every time I'm applying these professional techniques and statements and words, what am I doing? I'm separating myself automatically from the competition. Now, these people indicated that they are just looking and they are not going to buy today. It did not prevent me from going the distance. I worked for years with a dealership who gave prices to anybody, everybody. Why? Because they knew that a maximum of 10% of the people out looking were going to get a price. A figure on their trade? Oh, yeah, right. Go sell it. That's what they'd hear often. We wanted all trades coming to us. So we will give a figure on a trade whether they're buying or not today. So we were very transparent when it came to the numbers. We could care less because we knew, and I know, that the competition does not give prices overall when anybody says, I just dropped by, just looking. They shut down. Who makes us look good? If it's going to be a comparative factor, it's going to be the competition if they want to go somewhere. Go ahead, go look, because I know they're not going to do what we did, and I'm a pro at it. I know that. So the point is, competition is no threat. I am positive when they say just looking shopping. When I am positive, I'm not negative. It's not taking anything away from me. I know how to handle these people, get past that, deflect those non-buy statements or disguises, and get back to the issue. So I have a function for these people, whether they're buying or not. Whether they're both here or he is only, or she is only, or someone else is here as a non, it makes no difference. I'm going to be proactive and very positive in my ability to handle them. I'm not going to turn negative when they start throwing these statements at me, because I know it's the way it is when they come in. So a professional, it's very hard, believe me, for a customer to have an argument with a professional. Because even if when we present the numbers, they say to me, you're too high, I'm going to say, hold it, folks, time out. I didn't build a car. I didn't price the car. I'm not a bank. All I want to do is earn your business. In fact, if these prices were half of what they are, I'd be happy, wouldn't I? I have no concern. I just want to earn your business. So I'm always in a neutral agent position. All I want to do is give you enough information that you can say comfortably, yes, this is the place, that's the person, these are the benefits. And I'm stressing that as we walk through and go through this process. Let the competition beware, because they will never catch up. They will sell cars to people who live in the area, don't want to shop, go in and say, sell me. They always sell cars. That's not the issue. Who's going to sell the most cars and who's going to get the most business? So I'm the one who meets the customer, not the factory, not the dealer, not the general manager, me. And I'm the one who does what? I'm the one who sets the best stage for the customer. It's all beneficial. That's what counts. All of these supporting factors, the bricks and mortar, all of these things are tools that I use to get where we want to go between myself and the customer. Who's the person that I want to impress the most? The customer. Because right now, the money is in their pocket, not mine. So my job is I have to earn it, and I have to put them in a position where they want to do business with us through me. Competition is not the issue. Just be positive, be proactive, and go for it. You have nobody out there consistently that's going to go after your talents. Nobody.